And welcome to What's the Score? A fascinating video series that's going to teach you about credit scoring and how it affects you. And more importantly, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how you can get your very own official free credit report. No charge, absolutely no catch. All you have to do is click one link, and that will take you directly to the government website where you too can get your free credit report at absolutely no charge. So this is part one. Part one is score defined. So let's talk about score. When we talk about credit score, what does that really mean? Well, the credit score itself has a range of, say, 300 to 850. 850 being the highest, 300 being the lowest. And it changes constantly. It's not a static thing for a day or a week or a month. Every time a new bit of data comes in, your credit score will change. So what that means is when we talk about a credit report or a credit score, it's actually just a snapshot of that moment in time. See, every time you make a payment and that creditor posts that information to the credit bureaus and the data is updated in the file, your score can go up and down. Each time you use a credit card, it could go up and down, or you have a new inquiry, or maybe you open a new account. All those things affect your credit score, and each time a bit of that data changes, it's going to affect your score. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind is your credit score is a measure of your ability to manage credit. It is not a measure of your financial ability or financial strategy. So there will be cases like, for instance, if you get an offer for a credit card as a 0% interest and you can transfer balances to it, that may seem like a good financial savvy move to make, and it may be in your scenario, but it will negatively impact your credit score. And in some of the later series, I'll explain how that happens and how you can offset that. But the reality is, a score is your ability to manage credit. It's got nothing to do with how financially smart you are. Now, when we talk about the score itself, 850 is the highest score you can get. And I've never seen an 850, but to be honest with you, you really have to make it a part-time job of doing nothing but managing your credit, using the algorithms to determine what's going to work out best to increase your credit score to 850. Now, most of us are going to fall in the 740 range. That's considered outstanding. Anything 740 and above. 740 to 800 is where people with good credit normally fall. Next, we come in at 680. That's considered okay credit. And then you fall down to 640, and that's like danger, danger, Will Robinson. Because 640, you're on the verge of not being able to get credit at all. As a matter of fact, most mortgage loan programs have minimum credit score requirements of 640 or higher. Now, if you get down to 500, you just about have had to not care about your credit, or you've had to focus in and intentionally try to trash your credit to get that low. Now, nothing that happens can't be overcome in a period of 2 to 3 years, but you have to follow the proper steps in order to rebuild your credit and do the things that will move you back up into that okay or outstanding range. Now, 1 out of 1,300 Americans right now have a credit score of 800 plus. 1 out of 8 have a credit score between 500 and 600. So if you find yourself in that category, the 500 to 600 range, you need to work on it. And again, in some of the later video series, you'll see ways that you can do that and make a dramatic impact real quick. But don't forget, the whole reason you're watching this video, the whole reason we posted this video, is so you can get your free credit report. That's right, absolutely free. And the way you do that is simply visit this secure website. It's officialfreecreditreport.com. Notice the dashes, officialfreecreditreport.com. You can find some fabulous information there. More importantly, you can find the button, the link that you can click that will take you directly to the official government website to where you can get a free copy of your credit report at no charge to you. Thank you for joining us. And once again, what's the score?